exercises on the reformer today for my clients that have reformers in their homes. We are going to go over footwork, supine arms, curl-ups, and footwork to include a few reverse ab curls at the very end and end with the ballet stretches with feet and straps. So go ahead, come down on your machine. Go ahead and relax in your machine for a second. Let's go ahead and check in with our bodies. Shake your neck from side to side. Let's go ahead and start with our sacrum. The sacrum is a triangular area from your tailbone to your two hip bones. Can you make that flat on the mat? Now check in with your ribs. Can you connect all of your ribs to the mat? Flat shoulder blades, wide flat shoulder blades, wide collarbone or clavicle area, and then do you have a slight gap in your lower back or curve between your sacrum and your ribs? Okay. Let's go ahead and platform our arms down by the side, putting a slight amount of pressure in our forearm. If you feel as if your shoulders are curling forward too much or curving forward too much with this, go ahead and flip your palms to the ceiling to encourage opening that up. We are going to begin our footwork today in Pilates V, our toes on and our heels off. Our heels will be together, our toes will be apart. We're going to open our legs or turn them out by rotating the femur bone in our hip socket. Our knees should be lining up over our big toes. Let's go ahead and engage our lower abdominals. Get a hollow feeling there by dropping them towards our spine. Go ahead and push out. Zipping up through the midline. Pulling our inner thighs together. And now separate everything. Bring it back with control. Now push out, zip up, and pull back in. Make sure that you're maintaining a flat sacrum and that you're not tucking your pelvis and imprinting your entire spine onto the mat. You want to make sure that you have that slight curve or lift between your ribs and your sacrum. Here's 7. Flatten your shoulder blades. And 8. And draw back in. From there, we're going to connect our inner thighs, knees, ankles, and toes, coming to the balls of our feet and wrapping our toes or relaxing them over the foot bar. We are going to come to the bird on a perch position. We're going to push out, pushing our heels under the foot bar, stretching out from our psoas all the way through our quads, down through the backs of our legs. When we bend our knees to come back in, leave your heels under the foot bar for as long as you can. Push out on 2 and in. Check on your ribs. Make sure that you're not flaring them. Your core sits still nice and tight. Here's 4. Shake out your neck. Check the gap in your back. 5. 6. When we push up, drop your lower abdominals to your spine. And 8. Pull back in. From there, we're going to come onto our heels with our feet flexed back towards our knees. We're going to separate our feet so our heels are directly under our sits bones. In this position, it will be like we're standing up from sitting in a chair and sitting back down. So we're going to push out from our glutes and our hamstrings and release our hip flexors to come back in. Here's 2. Go ahead and check on your neutral spine again. Flat sacrum, slight curve, lower back, ribs on, widen your clavicles, flatten your shoulder blades, drop your lower abdominals to your spine. Go ahead and come back in. Go ahead and point and flex your feet a few times to release the tension in the front of your shin. Now we're going to come back into the flex foot position, but turned out with our heels on the outside of the foot bar. Flatten your sacrum. Don't imprint your spine. Scoot away from the shoulder blocks slightly if you need to. Platform your arms. This will be like a squat. Push out on 1, pull in 2. Push. Feel the hollowness in your abs. 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and come onto a high heel. You can come to a medium heel a 3.5-inch heel, or a high heel, a 5 to 6-inch heel, but we're gonna go ahead and push up from here, squeezing our inner thighs, pulling them together, and bending our knees back out to the side in a turn-up position. Here's 2. Here's 3. Exhale as you push out. Inhale back in. 6. And 8. And pull back in. Bring your feet in the high heel position to the center. Connect your knees, ankles, and feet. Go ahead and push out. Stretching out long through the psoas and quads. And 2. Make sure you're not imprinting here, but draw your belly down towards your spine. Feel hollowness there. 4, 5, 6. Check on your corset. Squeeze your legs together the whole time with your inner thighs. 1 more and stay out there. First, we're going to drop our right heel under, bending our left knee. Straighten your left leg, bringing your right heel up. Bend your right knee, drawing your left heel under the foot bar. Straighten both legs together, and now go right and lift. Left and lift. Right, left. If your hips are staying stable, not rocking, and your neutral spine is intact without imprinting, you may speed it up. 7 and 8. Stay at the top. Squeeze your legs together. Lower both heels under and lift and lower and lift. Here's 3. Don't imprint your spine. 4. Maintain as much of a neutral spine as you can. 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and drop your heels under. Bend your knees over the foot bar, leaving your heels under as long as you can, coming in slowly. From here, let's go ahead and sit up and change the springs if you would like. We're going to move into supine arms, curl up, and 100s. I do those all in the same springs in case you're wondering why I lumped them together. So go ahead and come down onto your back. Go ahead and lift your arms up to the ceiling. Bring your feet up to tabletop. Check on your neutral spine. We're going to do supine arms first. So palms facing away from you. Draw the arms straight down to your hips. And release back up with control. And 2. And lift. And 3. And lift. Bringing the arms out to a slight V, no wider than your reformer. Spiral out slightly, putting a little bit more pressure on the pinky edge. Go ahead and bring the pinky edge down to your hips first and draw it back up. Don't lose the pressure to your pinky edge. Is your corset knit? Can you draw your ribs together more strongly as the arms come in towards your body? And you drop your belly to your spine. Bring your arms out to a T, slightly above the level. Go ahead and bring your pinky edge towards your hips and release out. Drawing your shoulders down the entire time. Go ahead and draw it in. Belly button to spine. And out. And 1 more. And out. Go ahead and release your arms. Bring your feet down to the foot bar. Shake your legs from side to side to release any tension. We're going to do curl ups with the same 3 arm positions and our feet in tabletop. On curl ups, we want to go ahead and make sure that we have a slight space between our chin and our chest, as if we were holding an egg there. We don't want to crush the egg, but we don't want to release the egg either. We want to keep the egg safe. So, feet up in tabletop, arms to the ceiling. Inhale to prayer. Exhale to curl up, drawing our ribs towards our hips. Loose neck. Releasing back down. Curl up over your sternum. And release. 1 more. With arm position. And release. Bring your arms out to the V. More pressure in the pinky edge. No wider than the reformer. Exhale, curl up, drawing your pinky edge towards your hips. And release. Exhale, draw up. And release. One more. And release. Bring your arms out to the T. Raise above your body slightly. More pressure in your pinky edge. Inhale. Exhale to curl. And release. Here's a curl. Inhale to release. One more. Release. Go ahead and release your arms. Rock your feet from side to side on the foot bar. We're going into hundreds. Same neck position with the egg under your chin. Acceptable hundreds foot positions include tabletop in parallel, extended to the ceiling in parallel, or to working level anywhere to 45 degrees in parallel. If you'd like to turn out your feet to Pilates V, you're not going to keep them in tabletop, you're going to extend them somewhere between fully extended and tabletop. It's called diamond. Squeezing your heels strongly together to encourage an inner thigh connection. You can keep them at your working level. You can keep them to the ceiling in diamond. You can straighten your legs to the ceiling in diamond or in straight leg, or you can come down to your working level. The choice is yours. We're going to begin. Hands to the ceiling, feet in tabletop. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, drawing your ribs to your hips, sliding them down. Curl up. Bring your feet out to working level. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure that you're not imprinting your spine. Make sure that your sacrum is heavy. Your ribs are all on. Knitting your ribs. Drawing your belly button to your spine. If your neck begins to bother you, go ahead and place your head, neck, and shoulders down to the mat, maintaining the movement. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Squeeze your legs together if they're connected and straight. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and bring your knees into tabletop. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders down. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Place your straps back down. Rock your legs from side to side. We're going to go ahead and get up. Change your springs if you would like. And change over to your foot straps unless you have double loops. We're going to do a few footwork exercises. We are going to do some reverse ab curls. Feet and strap exercises, reverse ab curls, and then we're going to go ahead and stretch and be done, guys. So, 2 ways to get into your feet and straps. Go ahead and push out with your feet. Bring your right knee or left knee into your chest. Put your strap on. Straighten that leg. Bring the other foot into your chest. Put that strap, foot in that strap, and go ahead and draw into a frog. Toes together, toes apart, heels together, knees apart. Another way to get into feet and straps is to hold on to your straps, reverse ab curl, place your feet in the straps, draw your heels down to your tailbone by using your hamstrings. We're going to do frogs. We're going to push out in the turned up position. We're going to flex feet, the Pilates V feet, and pull back in. Push out on 2, squeeze into your midline, and pull back. Push out on 3, and pull back. Here's 4. Hate to be a broken record. How's your neutral spine doing right now? Do you feel wide and open across your clavicle or collarbones? Here's 7 and 8. Go ahead and extend your feet to the ceiling. Go and point your toes. Parallel your feet. Go ahead and flex them to bring your feet down to working level and point to lift. We're moving our legs independently of our body. We are maintaining a neutral spine while we lower our legs with our hamstrings and lift them back up. Here's 6 and 7. Don't imprint your spine when you lift your legs up. And 8. We're going to turn our feet out, heels together, toes apart, separate our feet to a V, the width of the reformer, flex our feet, down, 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 to bring them together, and point our feet to bring them back up to the V. Here's 2. And 3. Squeezing our seat, using our inner thighs to pull to the midline. Here's 4. Rotating our femur and our hip bone to maintain the turn up the whole time. Dropping our lower abdominals to our spine. Bringing our ribs together. And not forgetting to breathe. And 8. Come back up to the ceiling. Bring your feet together up to the ceiling. You may have your feet parallel or turned out, where you're going to do leg circles. We're going to begin our leg circles the width of the reformer. Separate your feet. Inhale them down together. And exhale them back up to the top. Again, your legs are moving independently of the rest of your body, so you should be able to maintain neutral spine here. If you find that you're having no trouble maintaining neutral spine, go ahead and make your circles a little bigger. But we're going to do the first 3 the width of the reformer so that we can go ahead and work on our body. So we're going to go ahead and reverse. Keep your body stable. Go ahead and take 2 fingers, place them on your hips. Make sure that you're keeping stable hips, stable sacrum, not collapsing into your low back. If you're there, go ahead and make your circles a little wider. And 2. From there, we're going to draw our knees into the front, shimmy away slightly from the shoulder blocks, drop our headrest, but we're not coming all the way up. We're just lifting our lower back to our bottom of our ribs. Platform your arms. Drop your belly button to your spine. Go ahead and peel your tailbone up off the mat, coming vertebra by vertebra to your lower ribs. Go ahead and place your spine back down as if you're growing taller. And lift up. Keeping your feet in the same position. This is a lower abdominal move. It is reverse ab curl. If you find that it is too easy for you, go ahead and challenge yourself by dropping some spring. Lighten your springs. And 5. We're going to go ahead and push out with our right foot. Take our left foot out of the strap. Hook your left strap up. Find the footbar with your left foot. Okay, parallel feet. Begin to bend your left knee. Make sure your hips stay square. And you get a hamstring stretch. If you come in all the way, you can lift your foot. Make sure that your sacrum is staying heavy on the mat though. Straighten your leg all the way. Go ahead and push out with your left foot. Take the right strap with your left hand. Pull it across your body. Lift your right hip up, but leave your ribs on. Look over to the right. IT and stretch. Come back up to the center. Turn out your bottom foot and your top foot. Now this is where you really need to make sure that your hips stay square. Let your foot come out to the side, bending your knee to come in. Straighten your leg. Check on your hips. If your hips aren't square, come out a little bit. And then see if you can come in further again. Go ahead and push up. Take your foot out of the strap. Find the foot bar with your right foot. Take your left strap, put it on your foot. Parallel feet. Go ahead and bend your right knee to come in, allowing the strap to pull over your head. Straight leg. Heavy sacrum. Go ahead and push out with your right foot. Reach for the left strap with your right hand. Pull it across your body. Lift your left hip. Leave your ribs on. Look over to the left. IT band stretch. Bring your feet back up to center. Turn them both out. Bend your right knee. Check your hips. Make sure they're square on this one. It's especially important. Bringing your left leg to the side. Turned out for a stretch. Go ahead and press out with your right foot. Bring your left foot out. Coming back into the reformer. Sitting up. Thank you so much for joining me.